I have to be completely open and tell you that these student debates, and this is the third one I've been involved in, and I've only been in Skopje now just over 4.5 months. It's my third debate, and it's pretty much my favorite event that I get involved in. And it's especially good today because it's not just North Macedonia, which is already great, but we've got the additional ingredient of colleagues and from Prizren, and I'm also delighted to see my ambassadorial colleague Thomas Gjom here to join in the debate.
It is always a pleasure to have an opportunity and to exchange opinions and views with young people. Young people, we believe, are the most valuable assets of the Western Balkans. Creativity, openness, engagement, and education can strengthen all the countries in the region and be a positive force for tackling challenges, from high unemployment to faster economic development.
I am very glad that the 5th European Youth Call is dedicated to mental health and well-being, because I believe that the mental health is one of the biggest challenges that young people are currently facing and will face in the future.
There's a difference between schooling and education. Schooling is something finite because you start with a primary education, you go in secondary upper education, and also you finish with university by doing the master degree and also the PhD. But the education, it's not finite. It's infinite. It's infinite, and you learn until you die.
I think that it was the best idea to have a constructive dialogue with people who are higher in power than we are about our concerns. One thing that we all agreed on is we need more counseling. We need it to be made available to everybody, to have access to psychologists, to have access to counselors.
It was one of the best conversations I had in a while, and it helped me build courage to start talking about mental health and to start talking about what we should change and what we should do better in our schooling system, because it's not that great.
First, I think it was pretty much helpful for those who have suffered from this pandemic situation. I believe that the advices that the ambassadors and the other students gave to each other were helpful in a way.
I believe that debates make us exchange ideas. And also I would like to leave a message to everyone who will watch this, especially the ones in my age, to always remain kind to people, because we never know what they go through in their lives. So kindness, it costs nothing to be kind to people, so just do it.
I absolutely love the topics, because the topics that you chose to talk about it with us are not topics that most adults want to talk about with us. And also, I will thank you for giving us an opportunity to use our voice and to be heard.
The ambassadors shared their stories, they shared personal issues, but also what they thought about the topics that we chose. As far as quality education, I think it was a very good focus to talk about how schools don't have enough funding, how schools maybe don't do enough, but we are in the road to doing that.
I really love this idea that you managed to connect students for both countries, Kosovo and North Macedonia. I'm glad that we had the chance to collaborate, and also there were some ideas presented on this debate that are going to change someone's opinion and maybe help them feel more confident about their education or their mental health, as well as the topics were developed.
It was a really impressive experience, which I think somehow helped me personally, because I listened to a lot of other people the same age as me, sharing their problems, and we all were relating to each other. I like the fact that there were students from 2 different countries, which shows that there's not much difference between the 2 countries, with clearly the same society problems. The topics were really creative, and they were what most of young people, especially teenagers, are concerned about. It just helps young people to beat the fear of admitting to having issues and trying to work on it by talking to people they trust.
To have a dialogue like this is, I think, very important because we may be a small percentage of the population, but we are for sure going to be 100% of the future.
I have been a student myself at a point in my life, and the road so far has not been easy at all. But with all the difficulties, I've been strong and resilient in the face of the challenges that have happened to me on this journey. Therefore, I want to encourage you to be determined, unbreakable in your goals, and to be able to achieve the objectives you have set for yourself.
Like, you guys have so much impact that sometimes we as youth don't recognize, but we have a lot of power that we can impact policies on what we want for our future.